Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the Chicken is here. We're back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we're going to go over everything you need to know going into day 3 of Season 47. We were able to make it up to rank 17 with our tech very, very late yesterday. So yeah, we're going to go over... It gets very confusing here, so we're going to go over just what to do next. The base, the attack. This is the base that I just switched to now because I just got mines and mortars finally. So I'm going to try this one out. I wouldn't recommend copying it just yet because I don't know if it's going to be good or not. Guys, if you haven't already, make sure you check back on yesterday's video to see everything that we did to get up to rank 16 and get into gold if you have not seen that already. That's going to go over the beginning tech and beginning bases and that kind of thing. And I appreciate those of you using that code chicken in the shop. So let's, there's the base. We'll go over the attack in a second. Now the log's looking a little iffy, but we just kind of fell off after we made 17. I've been trying some new stuff, so I think we found a new base that is going to work, so we'll see what we're going to do there. So we have gone the top path, right? Now, today we added the mines, we added the mortars. We're going to see how those do. Then if we push a little bit forward, we see we're still missing some stuff along the bottom. But we have smokes. We upgraded the smokes to tick 2. That's really going to help with our attack where we're kind of forcing that split. It allows the troops to just stay under the smoke a little bit longer without having to re-smoke, so it saves a little bit of gunboat energy. We do have that 100 troop health that we got on day 1. And yeah, so we unlocked heavies. Now, heavies was the big question for me because a lot of people weren't using them, and I thought I had great tech to make smoky heavies work. It doesn't really work. They kind of fizzle out, and they're a little bit slow even when they do work just because they don't do enough damage, but we can still use them with heavy Zuka attacks, which is what we're going to go over in a second. So the next thing is we want to get the defensive building damage over here, especially because we don't have the one down here. So we'll come back and grab that one at some point because we're going to have to. And we're going to go through gunboat energy, shock bomb, DVD. That'll probably be... There's nothing really good in 5 aside from rocket launchers. Or sorry, before 5 aside from rocket launchers and shock mines. So I'm kind of leaning towards getting this DVD and then getting the gunboat energy, getting the shock bomb, and getting the other DVD if we can rank up doing this. So that's the idea. Now let's go over the attack. So we've been using heavies and Zukas. Let's go over the one time that we won earlier. And this was a 3 ER. So yeah, we'll just get into some live attacks here. I think we'll be able to hopefully not drop off from gold, but we'll see what happens. So the difference between using heavies and riflemen is you can clear a little bit longer before you flare. And you don't always have to split them. You can kind of just ride them out sometimes. We want to split them always in terms of having a good time. That's what the split is for doing the base faster. You know, we can just go straight at it and we can walk through it, but we're not typically going to get good times doing that. So, yeah. Let's see how this base does and see if it holds up. But but yeah, so a little bit different attack than yesterday since we're now using heavies as well. But for the most part, it's still kind of the same. Now, this base is tough. This one I don't like because it's really hard to split. And yeah, so we're going to go in fast like that. I've got nothing that can clear those mines, unfortunately. And I don't really see a good option of splitting here. We would have to flare them right into those mines, which is just exactly what he wants. So let's just see what happens. Let's see what happens. Actually, I think I might see a split point. I think I might see one. If we can go right about there, maybe, and not lose all of our Zukas, that would be ideal. Let's see what's going to happen here. And do we get any splitters? Any splitters at all? No, sir. Okay, well, we tried. So the problem is when you do that and you don't get the split, then the base gets tough. Because now we got to go, we could have just went forward and backwards, now we're going all the way around the world. So not going to be a good time, unfortunately. But we'll try to make the best of it and go super aggressive here. And we got a ways to go. We got a long travel ahead of us. Long journey ahead of them. But yeah, so in these bases, I think you're better off just going straight at it and not and not trying to do the magical split, because the magical split, you know, it doesn't always happen the way that you want it to. We do have some Zukas. They were, I thought we had no Zukas at first because they were all standing on top of each other, but let's see, 225, very slow time. Again, we want to be 240 plus, 230 plus, or in that range. That's going to be kind of the sweet spot. Let's see if Alfie. There we go, guys. There we go. So the base, it's holding for us for right now. So maybe that's all we needed to do, was just add in some mines, add some mortars. So we're going to get the dub on that one, thankfully. And let's keep pushing. Let's keep pushing. So it wasn't a great demonstration of how to use heavies and Zukas, but I think you get the idea. It's basically the same as yesterday, but the heavies are a little bit better than the riflemen. Just on bases where you're going to fizzle out or where it gets tough with the rifles. Also, having the 100 troop health really makes a big difference. But the thing is, we don't have any troop damage, right? So trying to do heavy rush with no troop damage is really tough. You can do it. I think the best time I saw on my old base, which honestly was pretty wide open for heavy rush, I think that's why they got like a 250. So, I mean, they can get the job done. It's just, you know, those bases are going to be pretty few and far between as we move forward. People are going to start to get a lot more defense, you know, we're going to see what I did today, more mines and mortars, which I do recommend for everyone. I think now is the time to start D'ing up. We're not going to see as many of these types of bases that are just totally wide open. But this one, let's see if we can heavy rush him. Let's see if we can heavy rush him. Okay, we're going to go up like that, because there's nothing that's going to kill him. He's got no flames. He's got no splash damage really at all. Typically, these guys do have 100 DBD, so we'll see if that ends up coming true. Let's go with another second win, because why not? Then we're going to go up over here. I don't really need to use smokes, but we'll throw a couple down. Throw a couple down just for fun. Just for fun. Kavan is still somehow alive. We'll go with the med kit. Again, why not? We're going to go up over here. And we'll save that last smoke for the very end. So look at this, guys. Look at this. 3 minutes. We still got some work left to do, but... Okay, smoke right there. Med pack. So, I mean, you can get decent times, like I was just saying, on bases like this that don't have any defense. But these ones are not going to be around for much longer. And like I said, I do recommend that you guys D up at this point. It looks like that is going to be needed to go forwards. Otherwise, you're open to stuff like this, where it's just, you know, it becomes really tough. Unless he can pull off a really nice rocket chopper hit right here, which it looks like he's not going to be able to, then, you know... That's the thing. You're trading off. You got to have a really strong attack, and against a dirty base, it's tough to use these guys right now. Right? So, yeah. So there we go, 63. Let's keep it moving, keep it rocking and rolling. So there's two different attacks. There's the full dummy clear, like I did by missing the flare on the first one. Heavy rush on the second one, on the naked base. Now I imagine we're going to get a pretty dirty one here. That's typically how it works. So that'll be good. That's what we want to see, because I want to be able to show you guys how to do that. But it's essentially the same thing. Kind of flare in the middle, let them split, and then, yeah, okay. So this is what I was thinking. So on these ones, the benefit of the heavies is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The benefit of the heavy... Look at this. He's a former global #1 player. This is the third former global #1 guy that I played this season. And I beat the first two guys. Let's see if we get the hat trick here. Not that it matters. But the benefit with the heavies, as you can see here, they can just survive that front landing a little bit better, a little bit easier. And yeah. So let's kind of clear up, I think, to that boom cannon is good. And then we're going to flare just kind of right behind his trophy. Somewhere like that. And I'm hoping and praying that that's going to be a good split point. I do see them both going two ways. Let's see what the Zukas do. That's what matters. Okay, we got just enough troops there. We got some troops over here. So those guys on the right, I believe they are fine. I'm just worried about the mines over here for these guys. So let's just keep them alive and healthy and happy. Live, laugh, love with my Zukas. Come on, girls on the right. I'm ready to flare on the left. Okay, there we go. We got med kits for days. Let's go with the flare over here. We might have him, guys. We might have him. We might be beating a former global #1. That would be pretty cool. 242. Let's see. What do you got for us? Oh, there it is. That's crazy. That's great. That's 3 former global #1s that I've beaten this season. Very strange. I don't know what it is. It's like everybody has the same tech now. Or they're cheaters. Cheaters. One of them was a cheater for sure, but that's another topic for another video, guys. But let's do one more maybe and see if we can get back to 17 at least. That would be good. That would be good. Because that's going to bring us to, what? 3 in a row, so we'll be on a win streak. Let's see. Is the attack going to end? I'm not sure. Da-da-da-da. Do you guys think the attack will end, or will it not end? Should we report them? I don't know. But yeah, anyway, so there's nothing really going on in the shop at the moment, but if you are going to grab instant training, if you don't know, it does stack, so you can buy as much of it as you want, and you'll be able to use it. Appreciate it if you throw in that code, CHICKEN, in the shop. All right, there we go. There we go. That was cool. I always get excited when I see that global #1 trophy, because you don't see it too often. You don't see it too often. It would be so handy to have that on your base. It actually, I believe it'll hide a shock blaster completely. Like, it'll hide a defense depending on the size of it. You can hide a defense completely behind that trophy, which is interesting because I'm sure most people probably don't have that option to think about. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy does have rockets. That's going to make it a little bit trickier. But we're going to do essentially the same thing. We're going to do the same thing. I'm going to clear up to about that engine, and that's just going to prevent them from, when they split on that right side, from splitting 2 times and one going top, one going bottom, then all of them dying on one area. Alright, so we're going to go up to here. I am going to have to kind of put them right in the middle. Let's bring in some second winders. He doesn't have mortars right here, which is good, but those rockets are kind of scary. We've got a lot of fragile Zookas right in that spot. Thankfully, they do have 100% troop health. It looks like we do have a bit of a split going on. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Only got a few girls going right. Some more of them came down now. Okay. I'm going to medkit here just in case we get double rocketed over there. They're looking fine on the right. They're looking fine on the left. That's exactly what we want. They didn't go back down to the bottom. They're staying in that kill zone just to save on time. There's nothing really down there that's going to hurt us. So I'm going to use the second one on the top so I get a little bit more speed. And let's go flare here, flare here. I'm actually going to smoke these guys a little bit. And I don't want to re-smoke them just in case I botch it. And let's medkit here on these rifles to save some Zookas. Not an amazing fireworks time, but 234. Might be solid, Let's see. Scoodle. Let's see what Scoodle's got. 231. Not going to be fast enough, guys. So that's the benefit of D'ing up a little bit. That worked out really well. We got back to 17. The benefit of D'ing up a little bit because a lot of players, I think it's about 50-50. Half them using rocket choppers. The other half are using grounded troops. At least I saw that from Jess's on YouTube, his community poll yesterday. So yeah, there it is, guys. There it is. 2 minutes, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Boom. There it is. So that was a lot of fun. I also caught a really nice pike today. If you guys have checked out my Twitter at thechicken24, also have an Instagram at thechicken24. And there we go. That is the highest I've been all season. I don't know where that puts us globally. 12 in Canada, so probably 250, 300-ish. I don't know how quickly people are moving today. But let's take a peek. What did I say? 250, 229. So, hey, right beside Jess, where we were just talking about. So yeah, guys, there it is. I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. Catch the next one, guys. Chicken out. Back.